Hey YouTube, it's 6:16 in the morning. Well, I really woke up like this. There's no satisfaction in the whole getting tea. Okay, so I was thinking about something that happened when I was younger. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something that happened when I was younger. My mom, she was this big, you need a man kind of person. So, my sister had plenty of boyfriends. I mean, she had enough boyfriends to fill Noah's Ark. Boyfriends. Me, I was most likely to myself. So, to get my mom off my back, I started telling mom I'm a lesbian. She didn't believe me. But me saying it, she backed off a little bit. Just a little. Until one Halloween party. I got super drunk. And I tongued down this girl. My mom standing like 5 feet away from me. I was 17. And I'm tonguing down this girl, and I'm 17. She's kissing me back, and my mom's just, is that my daughter? Oh, she's gay. So that's how I survived my teenage years. Because I was not going to be put under the influence of anybody. My mom included. So, I do have a husband. His name is Carmine Russo. I am in love with him. And it took me 24 years just to be able to be in love with somebody and feel the love and everything else. Because why am I making this video? That's probably what you're asking. I'm making this video to show you that love really works. It's not an ad. It's not Valentine's Day. It's real. You see how my hair looks? He just woke up on side of me with my hair looking like this. Stinky breath. You can't smell it, but it stinks. Like, this is me waking up. Like, I'm about to go fix myself, but I'm just saying. This is me waking up. Stinky breath. I have rolls. Like, I'm fat. And he loves every single last piece of me. And I love him too. Like, I wouldn't trade him for the world. Oh my god, I'm about to start crying. I'm an ugly crier, people. Just remember. I'm a very ugly crier. Like when you find somebody that will be with you for the rest of your life, that you're willing to change their diapers when they get old. He's getting old before me, but I might die before him. Either one. Most likely I'm gonna die before him. I came from this girl that didn't want men around her, that did whatever she had to do to survive, to this woman that has everything she needs. She has beautiful kids, a loving husband, everything. I am the most ugliest cry I've ever seen in my life. But I'm being honest. Okay, stop crying. Okay. What's up? Center in the good. Push away the bad. I used to be a cheerleader when I was younger. You know how much he loves me? He's gonna help me get back to that. Because I got in an accident, a really, really freak accident, that caused me not to be able to use less side of my body. But it's getting better and better and better. Like, I had 3 kids. This accident happened when I was 13. My oldest is 9. My youngest is 1. And my middle child is 3. So, I'm just saying, like, I'm getting better and better and better. My hair's still messed up, like, that's not gonna change. This is a dimple, if anybody wants to know. Like, it's not going nowhere, it's a dimple. It just needs to be clean. Okay. Breathe in the contract, breathe out the badness. Breathe in the positivity, breathe out the badness. Okay. I'm trying to lose weight. Because everyone in my family is calling me fat. But they look like Oompa Loompas. I swear to God. I'm telling you the truth. Everybody's like, oh, you're getting fat. You're this, you're that, you're this, and this, and this, and this, and this. But on the other hand, you look like an Oompa Loompa. I have no time. No patience, no time, no nothing for anyone in my family. They are a waste of space, time, and energy. Like, I love them. You have to love your family. Like, it's written in your DNA. You have to love them. Even if you don't want to. You have to love them. On a funnier note, me and my sister are polar opposites. This is me, this is my sister. I'm gonna put mine down every time. Partying down. Drinking. Both of us go down. Like, she's still up there and I'm all around the floor. Having multiple boyfriends. Down. I'm not moving. I'm still where I'm at. Being beautiful, I will give it to her. My sister's gorgeous. But it took me some time to realize that I'm gorgeous too. Hair and all, I'm still gorgeous. Like, I've never felt pretty, ever, in my life. Because my mom wouldn't let me. You ever heard of a light skin complex? Well, that's what my mom has. A light skin complex. I'm sorry, I keep on doing this and I know it's annoying. But when you have hair, it gets in your face. Like, I vent. I can't vent to my boyfriend because he sleeps. I'm venting to YouTube. Um, I don't expect to have a lot of views. I really don't. I expect from me to be able to look back on this and see what kind of person I was back then. To me with me with two kids, two word kids. Um, my house doing like so much different and everything. I want to see how it's gonna be then. I want to be married. Like, you see his finger? It's empty right now, but it's not gonna be empty forever. He's gonna put a ring on it. But I just want to see my life, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. My life is great right now. From what it was, it is fucking fantastic. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'm trying to, like, censor myself, I guess. Um, it's just the fact that I am going from one spot to another, and I'm growing up. And I have this song stuck in my head, and I think if I don't sing it, then it's going to be stuck there forever. Let it snow, let it snow, can't hold me back anymore. Let it snow, let it snow, close my bags, slam the door. Since here I am, and here I stay. Let it snow, let it snow. The cold never bothered me anyway. Okay. I can feel it leaving my head. I'm so sorry. It's just like a random thing that happened. Like, that song stuck in my head for hours since I woke up this morning. That song stuck in my membrane. But now, damn! Fuck. Now Under the Sea is stuck in my head. What the hell is going on? Under the sea. Under the sea. What, darling, it's what to take it from something. Naturally. Up in the sea. Up on the land. They work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. And I don't know the rest of the song, but it's stuck in my head. You know, like, how you know songs when they're in your head, but when you say them out loud, you can't like, you can't fabric to say the song. Like, I have to get ready to go with my boyfriend at 1, so I have like 30 more minutes to make this. Because I take forever to get dressed. Like, ever. Like, I have to comb my hair out. Then I have to flat comb my hair. Then after I flat comb my hair, I have to make a part because I want a part in my hair for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. Like, my boyfriend spoils me. He spoils the shit out of me. Would I want anybody else in the world? A lot of people could spoil me, but nobody could beat him. Like, He's just perfect. You out there watching this show, get you Carmine Russo. Not my Carmine Russo, because I'll kill you. I'm crazy. And I'll get away with it too, because they won't be able to find your body. I'll actually, if you want a free trip to the Bahamas. And then I have people out there that'll handle that for me. I'm Lucayan Indian and Dominican. Hi. I don't tell anybody my real name, so loyalty is what you're gonna get. These are my eyebrows. Never touched, nothing. They're mine. Everything on my face is mine. No makeup. No lipstick. I'm sorry, because some people be having on mascara. No mascara. No eyeshadow or oh wait, that was eyeliner under your eye. Mascara is above your eye. No mascara, no nothing. This is my face. No bumps, no nothing. I'm a very lucky person. I'm 25 years old and I've never had to deal with acne. Ever. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. If you get what I mean. Like, things hit me harder than they hit anybody else. So, on that note, I'm sorry, my neck. Well, I want to tell you one more joke. My mom, my beautiful, yet bitchy mother, she wants me. Okay, there's two of us. There's me and my sister. She didn't want us. She told me personally, when we first moved to New York, when we lived in a shelter, she tried to get an abortion with me, but my father would not let her. My father, I didn't know, I thought it was my real father. It was my stepfather. My first stepfather. Listen, there's a long line of stepfathers. But my first stepfather, the man that I called daddy, because he is my fucking father, and nobody in this world could tell me different. When I get married, he's walking me down the aisle. He's giving me away. He's gonna say a long ass speech at my reception. I don't expect nothing less but to embarrass the shit out of me. He's my dad. Dads do that. He knows me better than anybody. My husband loves him. He loves him. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be alive right now. But back on my mom. She has two daughters. She favors my light skinned sister more than me. I told you my mom has a light skin complex. Because all of my kids are light skinned, she loves them. Now, my theory is my sister is going to have a dark skinned baby. When she was younger and lived with my mom, she dated white and light skinned boys just to make my mom happy. When she moved out into her own little space, she started dating black guys. See, my preference has never been black guys. I can't deal with the rowdy, with the, oh, I want to fight you every moment. Like, I've tried it before. I'm not going to say I never tried it. Like, don't knock it until you try it. And I've never felt like more property with that person than I do with anybody else. Like, I felt like property. Like, he used to buy my clothes, put them out, watch me take a shower. Oh, is this somebody hiding in the shower? Is this somebody hiding in the bathroom? He used to watch me take a shower. Check the towel before I put it on. Make sure there was nobody in the towel. Like, who the fuck is hiding in the towel? Like, it's a joke now. I promise you, it's funny now. Because I found my soulmate. I found the person that will love me no matter what, that trusts me to an extent. Because I have a problem with telling people my real name. I have a problem with telling people my birthday. I have a problem with telling people anything about me that is fictional. That is not fictional. That is real. And I loved him enough to tell him everything. This dude knows my birthday, my name, my last name, my middle name, my social security number, everything. And I'm sorry, there's not one person in this world that can make me give that up. My mom can't make, first of all, my mom can't make me give up fries. Because she wasn't there for my life. I was raised by my grandmother and my dad. By my dad, I mean my stepdad. If you're coming in very late. I was raised in the Bahamas. Uniform all day, every day. Don't only, like, they say that in the Bahamas, there are no breaks. But let's see. Bahamian schools and American schools, let's weigh that out. In Bahamian schools, there's disco. That's when you pay $1 and you rent a room and they play music and you can bump and grind with anybody you want and you can wear your real clothes. There's field day where everybody has to wear like what are those things called? Those suits? The athlete suits? I was a track and field runner. There is our lunch breaks. Our lunch breaks aren't like yours. Our lunch breaks, we could be in first grade. Our lunch breaks is that we can leave the schoolyard. We can actually leave the schoolyard and come back. Like, if you live close to home, I didn't live close to home. I lived like 2 miles from home. If you live close to home, then you are set. Like, you don't have to worry about shit. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Cause you can eat at home. They have lunch trucks that bring like curried rice. Chicken curry and rice, chicken sauce. The free lunches weren't even really that bad. I've had free lunches. I've had KFC for lunch. I've had... My cousin used to sneak on the property and bring me food. Like McDonald's, Wendy's. Like, yeah, we had that in the Bahamas. But you have to go... Like, my cousin used to come from Freeport all the way to Amar Rock, which is a long... Like, the fries are always cold, but I always appreciated it. Let's see. The free lunches. Okay. Most likely in a free lunch was a quart of water, the flavored juice, sloppy joe meat and rice. That was not bad. That used to taste good. Like, have you ever tasted Bahamian food? It was extra good. But that's not the case. The case is my school year in the Bahamas was way better. I didn't have to worry about somebody bringing a knife or a gun or anything to school. We didn't have metal detectors. Nobody was trying to kill everybody and kill themselves because we actually enjoyed school. I brought a knife to school once because these girls told me they were gonna jump me. It was a small knife. They didn't jump me because my cousins wouldn't let them. Yay, cousins! Derica. My cousin named Derica. The other one named Chalisa. And the other one named Kalisa. Kalisa and Julissa are sisters. Derica is like my sister. We grew up together. So me and her like this. We're not even like this. We're like this. They're like this. And we're like this. Because we grew up together. We have that bond that no one else has. Because we got our ass whooped together. Even though she hardly ever got her ass whooped because that girl could run. I'm telling you, she can run. She runs like she was in a track meet. This bitch was out of there. And she always ran to the same place. My aunt Caroline's house. Our aunt. Always ran there. Never ran anywhere else. Just ran there. Like, and then when she would come back, my grandmother would be so sweet. My grandmother would be like, you need a bath, you're dirty, you've been out all day. There's food on the fire for you. So, she'll go take a shower, thinking everything's all dandy dandy. My grandmother had this switch. Okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna visualize this switch for you. Think about the cable cord. with no wires in it, tied up at the end for grip. So it's like a loop at the end. It's burnt. So it feels like rubber. And she used to put baby oil on it. So my cousin's in the shower and all you hear is I'm sorry. And we were like the Jackson 5, I swear to God. If one person got their ass whooped, we all cried. And that used to cause us all to get our ass whooped too. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it was like, okay, my cousin would get in trouble. She would start crying. I would start crying because she was crying. And I used to get beaten. She's like, "What you crying for? What you crying for? What you crying for? What you crying for? What you crying for? Ain't nobody touch you. Ain't nobody touch you." Since you want to cry, I give you something to cry about. That was my grandmother. That was the best impression I could do. I looked like my grandmother. My grandmother has a nickname for me that I will dare not speak for anybody else in the world. My boyfriend just found out the nickname. And he's been fairly nice. He hasn't been saying it. God thank you, because I hate that nickname. She gave me that nickname because I used to jump on everything. I used to jump on the couches. I used to jump on the beds. Everything. You could not stop me from jumping. Jumping was my middle name. I always used to end up getting into stuff. Okay, like when I was 11, me and my cousin used to play this game. It was called tree tag. We had this big connect tree on the side of our house. So, we were playing tree tag. And there was this one point where no one was supposed to go. I didn't want to get caught. So I was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. And I'm climbing, and I felt something climbing on my feet. I felt something climbing on my hand. Now, I am deadly afraid of spiders. I didn't just slip. I am deadly afraid of spiders. So I felt that shit climbing on my hand. I let go without thinking. And I'm like way up there. Like past everything. Like the tree was really, really big. I'm like halfway up the tree. So I fell down. God thank you. The branches saved my life because I could have been paralyzed. I hit branches. And there was a rock. A fucking big ass boulder rock. And the last branch that I hit, it moved me away from the rock. So I could have hit my head on that rock and died. But I didn't. I lived to see another day and get another ass whooping. Because even though after I was done, I was so used to falling out trees. I had a scrape on my knee, got up, put some water on it, and then I went right back to playing. But we stopped playing tree tag. No more tree tag. Um, this other time, I have to leave soon. This other time, I'm sorry, my head's itchy. I don't understand why it's itchy because I just washed it yesterday. See, every time I wash my hair, you know what I do? I just leave it wet. I don't even dry it. Okay, so there was this other time. I did something that I was not supposed to do. And my grandmother got really, 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 really upset at me. So, I had on no shoes, short pants, and my training bra. My plan was to run to the next house. Okay, this is how the houses were set up. My grandmother lived on a hill. She owned that whole hill. So, it was my grandmother's house next to the road. Then there was the connect tree. And then there was my cousin's house. And then there was, I think they were my cousins, I don't know. It was their house after mine. So it was 3 houses on this hill. My grandmother owned the whole property. They had to be my cousins. My grandmother wouldn't have let them live there if they weren't my cousins. Because that was her property. So, I did something awful to my grandmother. Like, awful, awful. My grandmother was looking for her car keys. I hid the car keys under the sofa. Because I know my grandmother never bends over for anything. So I hid the car keys under the sofa. And my brother's like, Sharon, you hid the car keys under the sofa, because my brother watched me do it. So it was like he was devil's advocate. He watched and he laughed. But after a couple of minutes went by, my grandmother's like, if I don't find these car keys, nobody going nowhere. Best impersonation of my grandmother. I'm not telling you I'm the greatest. She was just like, if I don't find these car keys, nobody going nowhere. I promise you, nobody's going nowhere. You really think y'all can play me? I older than all y'all. Respect y'all elders. Now, I'm laughing hysterically under my breath. Because I knew where the car keys were. My brother knew where the car keys were. Nobody was saying anything. Until my grandmother started counting down. My grandmother got to 2. My brother cracked like a little bitch. And he told my grandmother, Sharon hid the car keys under the couch. Now, we only had 2 couches. One couch was like visibly, you could not put anything under there. The other couch, you could stuff things under there and take them out because you could see under the other couch. So, my grandma was like, you want to play with me? You want to play? Okay, we can play. Give me 1 minute. I'll play with you. Now, I knew exactly what she was doing. She was going to go get her friend. Her friend being that whipping cord and put some baby oil on it. And me, I'm not afraid of beans because I used to get so many, but I was not going down like that. So I ran, and my whole, like, there was a fence on the floor. So when I was running to my cousin's house, I stepped on this fence. I didn't even notice I was bleeding. All I knew was that my foot was caught. Like, I could not move my foot. It hurt to move it. My uncle came over. He pulled me off the cord. And I still got my ass whooped. I'm telling you, I still got my ass whooped. Hurt and all. My grandmother gave me 3 lickings to my arm. And then she went to survival mode. She was like, get her some water. She need water. She need peroxide. I'm gonna stitch this up. My grandmother stitched up my leg. I don't think you can still see it. Like, let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you can still see it or not. But it was under my, it was like from, yeah, you can still see it. It was from here to here. I'm sorry. From, I'm trying to like show it with the camera. It was from here to here. Like, right there to there. My feet are dirty, I know. I just woke up, leave me alone. And I had to walk to the living room to go on the computer. So, I'm bleeding. I'm crying because I'm bleeding. I wasn't crying before. As soon as I saw the blood, I started crying. My grandma was like, I need water, I need peroxide, and I need Dettol. So they brought my grandmother all those stuff. Now, the water was just to clean the wound outside, because it was bleeding really bad. The peroxide she put on second. It was to make sure there was no infection. The Dettol, which burned like fucking crazy, was to make sure it would heal properly. And as you see, you can't see it. Or you can see it, I don't know. It healed. Okay, so my grandmother made my uncle sit on me. Literally sit on my abdomen. And hold my legs down. He sat on my stomach and he put all his pressure on my legs. While she was stitching, it felt like crap. I was like, why, God? I would rather be in hell. Like, I was really religious back then. So I was like, God, just send me to fucking hell. I'm sorry. This shit hurts. I don't want to do it no more. 15 stitches later. Actually 30. I can say 30. Because 15 on each side. And then she had to tie it up. And then they took me to the hospital. And I had to put a brace on my leg. After I put this brace on my leg, you would think, oh, poor baby, she doesn't have to go to school. No. My grandmother made my ass go straight to school. Every fucking day. Until that brace was off. So, can you imagine being crippled in a school where activities linger? I couldn't go to no discos. I had the money. I told the person I would pay $4 to let me in. He was like, I can't let any crippled people in. I'm sorry. And that's exactly how he said it. Okay, when I was younger, this was my hair. My hair was like this and this, and then I had it in the back. Or I used to have the Haitian braids, like when they braid it like this. Wait, let me see. You can actually see shit. But you know what I mean. And I had barrettes at the bottom. I used to have my hair in beads and everything. Like, it was hard out there for a pimp when I was younger. Well, thank you for listening. I just want to rant a little bit. It didn't really. So,